Look, it is really, really exciting. The category's clearly going to be going places. They're talking about doing, a national series, next year.
We've already got 15 cars sold now. We did one yesterday, so that's fantastic. And I know there's another 4 coming, so that'll make 21 cars total in Australia.
The parity of these cars, the same engines, same gearbox, same everything. We can play with the suspension, but it comes down to driver ability.
Yeah, look, I mean, one of the biggest thing is, the shocks in these. You can set your own pressures in them. You get different size sway bars with the car. That makes a big difference as well. Different springs for spring rates, and so there's so many little changes you can make so easily that change the car in a big way.
The setup window's quite wide. It's not like a supercar where it's a very narrow window. So it's just learning to set the car up the way you want it.
The initial price of the car is bloody good value in anybody's terms for what you get.
It suits all driving styles, basically. I think that's the key. It doesn't matter if you've come from go-karts or you've come from sports sedans. It makes no difference, really.
They're just such an easy car to drive fast, but then you can really, really work the car to make it go faster.
They look big and heavy and loud and hard to throw around, but they're not. With the power steering and the gear shifts are very easy, and you can drive them rev match or you can drive them heel and toe. So
in the old car, you can turn the wheel a half a turn and you can control it because it's a bit sloppy. In this car, you turn the wheel 50 mil and the car's going to go where you turn it. So it's so direct, and you've got to be on your game for it.
And the good thing, when you buy these cars, you do get like an instruction booklet, and it gives you the guidelines of basic setup. Now, when I say basic setup, you've got to consider that these cars have had years of development, many years of development. So they pretty much know. They've done their homework and they've come up with a pretty good basic setup.
And I really, really enjoy the close racing. I like having someone in front to challenge or someone behind me challenging.
I don't think anybody else broke into the 54s, so I'm pretty stoked that the Trans M2 car was the quickest car here for the whole weekend.
we had a couple of close calls, into Hungary sideways, side by side, through the kink, full noise through the kink side by side with Harris, and that'll remain in my mind for a long time, that one.
I had a couple of people come to me today and say that they weren't keen for it when they first saw it or first discovered it, but now that they've watched it and they understand it, they love it, and I can understand why. It's a whole new dimension to motor racing.
Yeah, look, Trans M2 is looking great for 2018. February next year will be a support category for the Bathurst 12 hour. And then lots of exciting other things that we can't announce yet for next year. But watch this space, because Trans M2, it's going to go crazy, I'm sure of it.